Have you ever looked at your life and felt that quiet ache? The sense that everything keeps moving, yet somehow you're standing still? You wake up, chase goals, scroll, achieve, consume, and yet the joy feels paper thin. It's not that life is empty, it's that we've stopped feeling it. There's a Japanese mindset that holds the antidote. It's called Ichigo Ichi-e. One time, one meeting. A simple phrase that carries a quiet thunder. Every moment you live happens once, and never again. Every conversation, every sunrise, every breath is a once-in-a-lifetime encounter with existence itself. But how often do you treat life that way? We talk without listening, eat without tasting, walk without seeing. We exist as though time is infinite, as if there will always be another sunrise, another chance, another someday. Ichi-e is a wake-up call, a reminder that someday doesn't exist. There's only this moment, and the more we try to own it, the faster it slips through our hands. We live in a culture that worships the future. Every notification, every deadline, every plan pulls us away from the only place life ever happens, now. We think happiness is a destination, not a state of presence. We think control equals peace, when in truth, control is the prison that kills it. That's why we resist the present moment. Not because it's dull, but because it's uncertain. The present can't be planned or predicted. It's raw, unfiltered, alive, and that aliveness terrifies us. So we escape, into memory, into fantasy, into noise. We cling to the illusion that if we plan enough, achieve enough, or scroll enough, we'll finally feel safe. But safety isn't living. Life was never meant to be safe. It was meant to be felt. The Japanese understand something most of us forget. Impermanence isn't the enemy. It's the teacher. Cherry blossoms are not beautiful despite their short life. They are beautiful because of it. They bloom, they fall, and in that brief dance, they remind us that the fleeting is sacred. What if we looked at our own lives that way? What if, instead of fearing time, we honored it? Not by holding tighter, but by letting go. To live Ichi-e is to wake up, to step out of autopilot and into awareness. You don't need a temple or meditation cushion for this. You need attention. Next time you drink coffee, really drink it. Feel the warmth. Taste the bitterness. Watch the steam curl into air that will never exist again. When you talk to someone, listen like it's your last conversation, because one day it will be. That's not morbid. It's sacred. Awareness is not about fear of endings. It's about gratitude for beginnings. Try this. At the end of each day, remember one small moment that felt alive. The laugh of a stranger, the smell of rain, the silence between thoughts. Write it down. Not to capture it, but to learn how to see, because life isn't found in grand events. It's hidden in the unnoticed. Even pain belongs here. Ichigo Ichi-e isn't about chasing bliss, it's about embracing everything. Sadness, uncertainty, loneliness, they too are moments that will never return. When you stop resisting pain, it transforms. It becomes proof that you're alive. So when the moment hurts, stay. When it's uncertain, breathe. When it's beautiful, don't cling, bow to it. Here's the paradox. When you finally stop trying to control time, life stops feeling like it's slipping away. You start to feel time as it moves through you. Every second becomes sacred because you're no longer running from it. Impermanence stops being a tragedy and it becomes freedom. You realize that everything you love, everything you lose, everything you experience is part of a greater rhythm. One that doesn't belong to you, yet flows through you. And in that realization, something shifts. You fall in love with life as it is. You no longer chase meaning, you create it. You no longer beg time to slow down, you move in harmony with it. And you no longer wait for happiness, you recognize it, disguised as this moment. If today were your last day, how would you live it? Who would you forgive? Who would you hold? What beauty would you finally notice? Now ask, why wait? The clock is already ticking. The cherry blossoms are already falling. This, right now, is your once-in-a-lifetime meeting with existence. Ichi-e doesn't promise perfection. It offers peace. It teaches you that nothing lasts, and that's why everything matters. So breathe. Look around. This ordinary moment, this heartbeat, this breath, this silence will never happen again. Treat it like a ceremony. Honor it like a gift. And perhaps, for the first time in a long time, you'll remember what it feels like to love your life again.